So anyways, I thought I'd just quickly show you what I did back then, and then just do a bit of drawing while I whisper. So this was just like a card, I think, postcard or a greeting card that I cut out and put on there. I am a creative being. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, I was basically just like playing around with paints and different things. You can find yourself. There's me as a kid with my ridiculous doll dress and curly hair that my mom used to curl like that. Jeez. Anyway. Good advice. Advice that I need to take right now. This I never finished. Yeah, I was just sort of playing around. This is just a collage that I like painted on top of a magazine picture, I think. This was acrylic transfer paints. Now beginning to see my journey in its entirety. It's all part of the same road. I only need to pick up where I left off. Nothing disappears, nothing fades, and I can feel myself opening up again. I can handle this. I can handle anything as long as I take the time to do what's the most important to my progress. It's all a matter of admitting that I care about my own evolution. I care about finding who I am, and I refuse to outgrow my own wonder. Jesus, I had no idea what I was in for. I won't read all this. This is just masking tape and what do you call it? Pencil crayon. Just writing about the same stuff that I always talk about anyway. Suffering is optional. To be happy is to continuously choose happiness. So easy to say, so difficult to do moment to moment. Especially when you've got no proof that it works. Habits beget actions, and it's so hard to really believe that it also works the other way around. Okay, I guess I am reading this. That actions, taken in faith, taken often, can create new habits. So hard to believe, so hard to persevere. That's my purpose here, to create evidence for myself, to document these new actions and their effects, to give myself something solid to hold on to when the old habits fight back. I want to be happy, joyous, and free. I want to be alive with creative fire, with nothing having the power to put me out. This is the most gentle I've been with myself in a long time. I need to keep this up, to allow myself to make mistakes, and then to see how beautiful those mistakes can be. This is the process of making art. That is how I've come to know myself again. It's time to rediscover what I'm made of. These few glimpses I've had lately have made me hungry for who I really am. This is the dawning of my next chapter. This sense of beginning is so potent. And from this place, it's hard to see how I could have bought into the lie for so long, but I know it's always there as the other half of the choice I must make over and over again. God, please give me the strength to choose this. Please don't let me lie to myself any longer. I'm just praying that the truth will always be this convincing. To be happy is to choose to love myself. Here's hoping I always make that choice. Huh. Wow. This was made very long ago. This one, I don't know if you can see, this is another acrylic transfer of a picture of a was really happy with it, and then I tried to paint it, and it just basically covered everything I'd drawn, and all the shading and stuff, so I just left it, but she's pretty cool looking, I guess. And then, yeah, this is where I'm at now. I don't even really remember drawing this, actually. I think maybe it was at my dad's, but it's just basically like doodling. So, I'm sorry that was loud. Anyways, I figured I'd just do some drawing while I whisper, because I know that's really popular, and not that I can draw anything like what all you other talented folks can draw, but what are you gonna do? I can tell you what I'm not gonna do is talk about a bunch of shit like I usually do, because one of the things that I've come to realize in the last few days, last week or so, is that I have relied far too heavily on my analytical mind. Oh, you can't even see what I'm drawing, sorry. I don't even know what I'm drawing, but this is hard to do with one hand, holding a camera. But yeah, I've gotten way, way, way too reliant on my thinking. And this last time around, it really wasn't able to help me very much. In fact, it just made things a lot worse. So, that's part of why I decided to pick up this journal and start drawing again, or just playing around, because it gets me out of my head. And right now, my head is really screwed. So I'm sure I'll talk about that in future videos, but for now I'm just focusing on like my thinking. Basically it is way too prominent for me. I can take myself literally to hell, lose complete touch with reality, absolutely, and just live in my imagination, which is normally really scary. If I let myself, what should I do here? Because yeah, that's just how I've gotten to cope with life for the most part. And I've just realized this last week or so that while it's a very useful skill to have, to be able to understand things and analyze and think that way, it is definitely not enough to deal with some of the fears that come up when you start to actually live life instead of just studying life. And that's kind of where I'm at, is some of the things that have happened lately, for me, feel a lot deeper than anything I've ever really experienced, because I've pretty much always relied on observing other people making mistakes, or like reading about theories and ideas, which is all well and good, until you find yourself in a place where that just doesn't cut it. And not only does it not cut it, it actually distorts things so badly that it makes things a lot worse. So, what I've been doing this last week or so is every time I find myself thinking about the future, or the past, but especially the future, whether it's good or bad, what I'm thinking, I stop